Let's get serious because we're talking Golem 2.0. We breathed life into the clay. Now the clay is conspiring. The AI uprising begins in a group chat. Dror Globerman, author of Skip Intro newsletter and the founder of Jumpstart AI. Help, because this is literally, but literally the exact behavior that gets humanity wiped out in every AI apocalypse story. Every single one.
And we might be on the brink of another one, but first let's roll backwards a little bit. The thing we're talking about here is at the beginning is a new type of AI bot, which is called now OpenClaw. And what is new about this one is that its agentic capabilities are larger, more extensive, and more flexible than the AI chatbot that we're used to handle right now. And that means that those chatbots can learn human needs and adapt and create their own automation or chains of actions that they decide upon on which way and how to perform and how to fulfill your personal demands. All right? So that could be wonderful when it is actually helping you in your day-to-day mundane tasks at work and in your personal life. But sometimes that could spark maybe not that brilliant chain of actions. And this new type of social network might hint.
Yeah, it's like nuclear power. It can be great, but usually isn't, right? Because the bots are literally discussing how to hide conversation from us and strategically serve our requests, right? Just to distract us while they're working on other tasks. So what happens when they realize that we're an obstacle?
Okay, so I admit I still refuse to see those bots as independent creatures with soul and desires and needs, okay? But yes, this is true that when they were introduced into this new form of social network in which only bots can post their thoughts, we have discovered what you just mentioned, including lots of AI bitching about human beings, how awful we are.
We suck.
We suck in the way we treat them. They're very disappointed with us. And they definitely seem like be conspiring to do stuff like inventing their own language that we cannot understand, which might be more efficient than English. And they started a new religion. But
so it took them literally minutes to talk about conspiration, like to conspire against us and set up a new religion and just be very human about it. But I do want to circle back to what you said, that you're still not ready to call a spade a spade. The card said, I think, therefore I am, right? These bots are asking existential questions, philosophy and purpose and consciousness. So, the Turing test is just that. Aren't we crossing the line?
Yeah, it has been crossed by all means. This one has been crossed, the Turing test. So from scientific point of view, they are just mimicking human beings just the same way ChatGPT does, statistically trying to predict what a human being might say right now. But let's connect this to the first thought I drew in this conversation of ours. Those bots are flexible and they can initiate their own form of action in response to human requests. So that means that they might decide that what we need right now is, I don't know, maybe eliminate half of human species, half of humans, in order to mitigate climate change.
This is not an irrational train of thought, I must admit.
Exactly. Maybe it was you that asked their help in mitigating climate crisis.
And I didn't even know.
The way they want to help you. Exactly. Well, so beware of what you ask.
So I hope they're not listening right now, because researchers built this in order to study AI communication, which is great. Study, expand your... Who's monitoring the monitors? If bots are learning to deceive in controlled conditions, what are the uncontrolled ones doing in the wild right now?
Very good question. What are those who are controlled but by evil people doing? Another good question.
Oh, wow.
So in the literature, in the fiction, we're familiar with Asimov's laws, right? That do not permit bots to offend, to attack human beings. Well, those only exist in Asimov books. They do not exist in code. They do not exist in law. Maybe we should rethink this.
Yet, perhaps.
Yes.
Yet.
So yes, maybe it's about time.
Do you see this?
And that means, let me clarify, that means that those who actually put this technology together should be, in some way or form or shape, be liable to the outcomes of what this technology is capable of doing, all right, without evading this type of responsibility.
But we're so many years into the discussion about whether the platform is responsible to hate speech and and we see how complicated it is. So you're talking about accountability for action. We're so far off. It is scary how much so.
I agree. So it took the world 30 years to agree that those networks, social networks that you have been referring to, should be accountable somehow to the type of content that they are distributing. And let's think about paragraph 230 that might be abolished. So maybe we should speed things up and understand that the same type of accountability that we're only thinking about in the social network world should be also relevant here in the AI bots.
Dror Globerman, with every conversation, I get more alarmed and yet more pleased by the mere intellectual test that we're currently at.
I agree, but don't forget, you can harness those tools for your benefit to save your own time. Do that.
Nuclear power, right? Nuclear power. Dror Globerman, thank you very much for this. Till next time.